Good afternoon. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Edward Stergar.
And which community do you live in?
Highgate.
Highgate. Well, thank you so much for coming here today. So Ed, describe for us why you would like to be on the board of directors for the Master HOA.
Well, currently serving on the HOA board, I found it very rewarding, and being able to see the projects through. I think it's really important, especially right now with transition going through. We need to make sure that everything is taken care of with the declarant and all of the things are squared away.
And what do you see as a priority for the incoming board?
Priority for the incoming board mainly is the transition. That's the short-term goal. We need to take care of that and have all of those issues resolved and signed off on.
Ed, describe for us your skills or your experiences. You already said you're on the Master Association board right now, but describe for us your skills or your experiences that would be of benefit to the overall success of the Master Association.
In the past, I've served on numerous boards, elected and volunteer. I served 8 years on the Ingalls Town Board in Indiana. Also served on the Water Board, Sewer Board, and Board of Zoning Appeals, Planning Commission. Was even a building inspector there. So I've covered a lot of bases. Currently, I also sit on the Highgate board.
So you've already said multiple times about transition, and that does seem to be your short-term vision for the association. Is there anything more you'd like to add in regard to your short-term vision, and then in turn, what is maybe a long-term vision you have for the association? Long-term
vision, I think we need to look at where we're going to be in 5 to 10 years. The building that we're currently in, we're leasing, and I feel that the monies would be better spent by purchasing or building a building. We currently have 8 acres right next to the park on Huckleberry Park area, and I'd like to see a community center put in there where it could house the HOA offices. We could have social events. We could have additional parking where we may not have to go to the city and pay the exorbitant fee that we pay currently to have our events.
Great. Ed, share with us some strengths and weaknesses related to being on the board in regard to leadership.
Well, leadership, I've had quite a bit of experience in the past being in town boards. You have to find everybody's strengths and weaknesses that are right there in the community and make sure that they're best used and suited for those areas and those boards that you appoint them to.
What about any strengths and weaknesses in regard to financial understanding?
Financially, I have had to oversee budgets, go through budget hearings multiple times, turning those into the state for approval. I've had to go through multiple audits, state also.
What about strengths and weaknesses in regard to architectural guidelines or design review?
Design review, being a home inspector and a code enforcement inspector in the past, gives me a vast knowledge of that. I've overseen large projects, commercial projects, water and sewer.
And finally, what about strengths and weaknesses in regards to social lifestyle or the culture of the community?
Social lifestyle is very important, especially here. We have so many events that are a wonderful place to live, to have events. And I've been instrumental in co-founding a Lions Club in the past. And knowing that you can have fun and raise money and do good for the community at the same time.
Wonderful. Ed, briefly describe for us one aspect of the Master Association's programs that you would do differently and why.
Well, currently we are getting board books that are 400 and 500 pages long. They're very cumbersome and take somebody a long time to put together. I'd like to see those all go electronically.
Great.
Better use of time and money.
Finally, already at the end here, in the last minute, do you have anything additional that you'd like to add?
I'd like to continue serving on the board. I've enjoyed my time so far and would like to continue working with the community.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.